Hi everyone, it's Cheryl. I want to wish everyone a happy new year, and yeah, it's 2020 already. And I think I've been on YouTube since 2014. Time flies. Before I start today, I received in the mail a thank you from Karen Bauer, who won my D-Stash giveaway. And I want to thank Karen because she sent me this beautiful card. Look at this. This is one she copied off of an old original card that she had. And I just love it. I love these old cards. They're so cool. And then the neat, it says Happy New Year. And she enclosed a very nice letter for me. Thank you, Karen, for that. And the sentiment on the card is, hoping each day of this glad new year will bring you joy. Well, thank you very much, Karen, and I hope you have a lot of joy in your new year, too. I hope you enjoy the things I sent you, and I hope you make a lot of journals, because Karen says she does journals. She does them mostly for herself, which is a good thing. So I hope she has a lot of fun, and I hope she can find uses for the stuff, and if she can't, well, you're free to pass it on to someone else, Karen. So what I have in front of me today are two Heidi books. What I'm doing now is knocking stuff off. Oh, that would be my ink. Good thing it didn't open. So yeah, it's me knocking things off. So I have two Heidi books here in front of me. I am pretty sure this is probably a 1950s version. It's got the plastic coating and it's in rough shape, but I'm hoping when I get done with it, it's going to look good as new. And then this one is from 1970. So drastic difference in the books. They're about the same size. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do parts of these journals with you on camera here. So with this one, this was the first one, I always hate it when I make a journal and by putting, the spine on, you cover part of what is on the book, like the name Heidi, the author. In this case, part of the little goat, probably at least a good half inch or so would have been covered up. And I didn't want to do that. So what I did, and I'm hoping this will work, it should, by the time I get Tyvek and everything on it, it should be good. What I did was I cut a piece of thick cardboard, and what it is it's the back off of a watercolor book. See? Nothing is safe in my craft room when I can't find what I want, because I have some pieces that are about this thickness. Can't find them, so nothing's safe. I use whatever I find. I don't need the back of that watercolor book anyway. And so what I did was I cut these 3/4 of an inch. Figured that would give me plenty of room. And I used Quick Grip. I can't find my E6000 either. I am not organized. My craft room is a disaster. Anyway, I used this, and what I did was I just went down. I'll show you on this one because I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm probably going to do it on camera. I went down the edge of the book, but this one's going to be a little different because with this one, when I cut the spine off the book, if I can find the spine, I've written already. Is this the one off the green book? Yeah. Okay, when you have the spine and your book opens, do I have a book? You always have that little indent, and there's paper on that. So when I cut the spine, I cut right along the spine and left that little piece of paper, so I'd have something to glue to. So I glued my piece of cardboard onto that, and then I just backed it with a piece off a file folder because the file folder I used is thinner than cardstock. So yeah, they're not making them like these two. And it's pretty solid. It has a little give. But by the time I get some Tyvek on there, and then get, I think I'm going to do a fabric, and then I'm wanting to put eyelets in it and then crisscross it, so it kind of is reminiscent of her little vest she has on here. I thought that would be really cute. So that's what I did with that one. Now this book obviously was in much worse shape, and I was not able to save the paper. This is one of those plastic coated ones, so I had to peel that off too. The book wasn't in good shape. It's been written in and everything else, so I didn't feel bad about chopping that apart. But anyway, so I was like, well, how am I going to do this? Well, how I'm going to do it is, and I'm hoping this will work just as well, I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to get out my quick grip because I can't find the E6000 as I've stated. I'm going to work some of it up to the top because it's to the point where it's really old. I've had it forever, but it still works. So what I'm going to attempt to do with this one is, since my file folders are so thin, anyway, I've cut them to the size of the book, which is about 7 3/4 inches. And I'm just going to glue, and I've marked off my 3/4 inch for my cardboard here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, if I can get this glue to work, because I want a nice, strong, firm hold on here, I'm just going to glue down this other side. This shouldn't even, it shouldn't even show when I get the book all put together, because I'm going to have to glue paper to the inside covers on both books. So I'm just going to put some of that there. I don't need a whole lot of that right there. And I'm just going to match the book up to the edge of my line here. Oops. Oh, it's sticking. I'm having disaster. I'm going to end up with glue all over me. That's what usually happens. I'm just going to stick it right up to the edge of my line. Just press it down. And then I'm going to take this piece. And right now I'm not worried if I'm not exactly even. I can cut that off later. But I want to make sure I get a line of glue down the edge of my book, like so. I'm going to glue all over my craft mat the way it's going. If it wasn't a mess, it wouldn't be me. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to also glue really, really good to the cardstock, or cardstock might as well be the file folder that I'm using. Like I said, this glue is really old. And I'm kind of pressing down on the tip because I don't want blobs of it, because this glue blobs really easy. And then I'm just going to stick this right onto the edge of the book like that. And I'm going to let it dry about 24 hours before I do anything with it. And I'm just going to do the same for this side. So I'm just going to smear this glue all over here. I love these little books, but I think it's so sad when you have to cover up a part of them because they're so cute. And like, the little goat is just adorable. I'm sure he would probably have part of his ear covered if I were to just, you know, to put the spine on. Make sure I get this one even because I didn't have my line very even there. Okay, looks pretty good. Hopefully it won't stick to this paper. And hopefully this whole thing is going to work. I need to get some tie back. I will probably go get an envelope at the post office. Don't tell them. Yeah. So, when I'm thinking of, my brother's like, why don't you just go to like Menards and buy a roll of tie back, like what? Because it's the stuff you use on your house. And he's like, then you'd have plenty. I'd be like, yeah, I'd have plenty forever, and I don't really have any other use for Tyvek, so. Yeah, okay, that would work, definitely. It's just, yeah. So, anyway, the cardboard I am using is about the exact size of my books. I mean, the width of the cardboard is about the exact width. That's why the cardboard is about the same width as the edge of the book, what I'm trying to say. All right, now that we got that spit out, I'm just going to put that up against there like so. And like I said, if I'm a little long on my measurements, I can always trim that afterwards. And then each book I have is going to have a 2-inch spine. And there will be 3 signatures in the book, I believe, when I'm done. So this is just kind of a quick little... Yeah, and full of glue. And I realize, oh, that stinks. I realize a baby wipe is not probably going to help me a whole lot here, but we'll see. I'm going to get a little bit of it off before it dries. I'll be picking it off all night, I'm sure. Or I'll have to go get some rubbing alcohol. That usually does it. Yep, there it goes. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. And like I said, I think I will be doing these on YouTube. Or doing at least parts of them. Some parts I will do off camera. And then other parts I will do with you. And we'll get these books done. And like I said, my challenge is going to be to get this book to look, you know, as good. It'll never look as good as new again, but, you know, I don't like, I mean, I can put book corners on and stuff, but the little bits, like this book, I cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. And it's got a little bit of grunge up in here, and I can always cover that or do something, but it's got a little bit on the book and a little bit on the back. But then again, this book was obviously loved and read, and it's a part of the book's history. And so as long as it's not major, it's not torn, there's not, you know, big stains and spills, I myself, I guess, don't see a problem with it so much. Yeah, you probably can't, you know, when I go to sell them, I probably can't charge a premium price for them because they do have a little bit of yuck and dirt on them. But they also, you know, were loved and read, and they have character. And me, I don't mind a little character. I'm good with that. So the other thing, because this did not take near as long as I thought it would, and I need to peel that up because I don't want it sticking. Just making sure they're not sticking, because that would not be good. The other thing is in my Etsy, and I'm working on this right now. So let's set this aside if we can. I haven't chosen my papers or anything else yet, but I will probably do that with you on camera in the next video. I want to, in my Etsy shop, I need to get these sorted out. I bought a book, and I've been printing, I got a new printer, and I've been printing stuff out to see, and I mean, this printer cost me $35 and is dirt cheap. I mean, and it's a great printer. My brother bought one when they were on sale for $24. But I wasn't that smart because I had a printer. I've got an Epson printer. I'm sure it's a good printer. It just, I don't get along with it. So I went and bought this cheap Canon printer. And I really like it. This Canon Pixma something. God, I'm good. Anyway, I have this book that I bought a long time ago. Well, a couple years ago, I guess I found it at a flea market. And it's called The Children's Party Book. And this is just a printout of the cover. Look at those little kids, aren't they? Whoops. When I invert the video, that's going to be upside down. So we'll do it right one more time with feeling. Okay, so it's called The Children's Party Book. And I have printed out some of the, all of the little pictures that are in the book. It's about holiday or celebrating parties. And it was done in 1923, so that means the copyright is off, since it's now 1924. I'm pretty sure that Mary Jane Parker probably is not with us anymore, so that's another fact if the author's dead. But what I'm thinking of is printing out a bunch of these to sell in my shop. I would like to do them as like PDFs and downloads and stuff, but I am not real sure how you go about that yet. So, but I would like to, within the next few weeks, introduce some of these in my shop. And I'm going to show you the pictures. They are adorable. This was, I believe, the New Year's party. And this, of course, is Valentine's. How cute is that? And this was a Washington's birthday party. Obviously, at some point in life, they might have celebrated that. We have President's Day now. This one was, I'm not sure. It falls between Washington's birthday and I believe this was the Easter party one. Aren't those just adorable? They are just beautiful. This was the 4th of July. This was the Halloween one. The bobbing for apples, something we don't do anymore. Germs, you know. This, I believe, was just a birthday party, that one. This was Christmas, and you can see the Santa Claus in the background there. Aren't they adorable? They are beautiful. And I don't know what this one was for, but it was at the end of the book, and I think there were a few pages missing. I'm not sure completely. But yeah, I want to be offering these in my Etsy, so let me know what you think if you're interested. I got to get some more printer ink because I kind of think I used most of it doing these because I made several copies of them. Let me know what you think. These are the ones I printed out on just regular copy paper, and they also turned out really well. So there's the option of the white copy paper, or this was a kind of cream colored cardstock that I did that one on, those on. So there's that. And then I have a book called Creatures Tame, which I do not have. I don't have a copy of what I printed out. I printed out the pages from it. The poor book is in terrible shape. But if you realize that this book was printed in 1878 or before, I'd have problems too if I was that old. And this book is full of woodcuts with pictures of animals. And I want to also be able to, this is one of my favorites, this goat. I think he's so cute. The poor book is in very bad shape. I think the lady, the guy at the antique mall gave it to me for $3 because, as you can see, and I'm really sad about this one, it's little foxes, but the page is torn and gone. But I also want to do some prints of this book, so, and there's lots of pictures in here, so that's another thought. Let me know what you guys think. And maybe, just maybe, I can get it down to where I can figure out this whole PDF thing, and then we can just do them as digital downloads for you, which would be a lot easier for all of us. But for now, if anyone thinks they might be interested, and they are going to go on my Etsy eventually anyway, so, but, you know, if you're interested, just let me know what you think, because I think they're adorable, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to find the book, and I want to share. So, yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me, and when we come back next time, I will probably have chosen what I'm going to use for the spine of the book, and we'll be covering that, and maybe I'll choose my papers with you that I plan to use. But for now, I'm going to let these sit and dry good like I did the other ones, and I will see you again very, very soon. Have a Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.